Hello, ciao everyone. Welcome to this live stream. Let me check that everything is fine on the yes. Seems like everything's working. Everything is fine. We're here with Dungeon Legends today. We are going to be playing chapters 2 and 3. Now, pretty simple game. Also, all the chapters can be played individually, like without having to have played all of them. So standalone kind of mode. So you don't need to have watched the previous episodes to understand what's happening here. But if you want to, why not? And the game, as I said, is pretty simple and straightforward. So what we are going to do now in chapter 2 is observing stars, moons, observing moons, and we need to observe 6 different moons to win the chapter. Why don't I go ahead and read the introduction? But actually, before that, I just want to say I made some changes because when I played the first chapter, it was too easy. So now, what we are going to try to do to make it more challenging will be to have like these Flamecraft Duel spawn. This is from Flamecraft Duels. Is the fountain. Spoiler of what's about to come on the channel. And what we are going to do is that we are going to play with one character at a time, because when you're playing through solo, theoretically, you only have one deck for both of the characters, and then you basically decide which card to use on which character and so on, but you can use them both at the same time. I kind of decided that for each turn, right now I'm only going to be using one, as it would be in the multiplayer mode, because in the multiplayer, if it were 2 people, one person activates and the other person activates. Something that I'm still keeping from the true solo is having only one deck of cards for both of the characters, so they're both gonna share the same deck. And again, that's an advantage, right? Because when we get the upgraded cards, the super fancy ones, the shiny ones, they're gonna go into the deck. So having a shared deck means getting these cards double as often in the upgraded in the common deck. But I don't know if that's gonna change that much. We'll see. Also, I've drawn these 2 tiles randomly, and that's pretty much it. I'm gonna explain you like how the chapter works, but for now, that is all. I was very looking forward playing today because I don't know. It's raining. It's a terrible day, and I kind of just wanted a chill day today, and but I also didn't want to waste it. So this feels like productive, but also fun, you know. So the chapter 2 is called Lunar Conjunction. Moons are. Sorry, my window is open on its own. Oh, can I maybe zoom in on that? Bloop. Maybe you can read some of that. Moons are integral. If I knew how to read, that would be great. Moons are an integral part of the world of Abel. They wander continually across the sky, heralding times of abundance or disaster. People who know how to interpret their movement can discover forgotten truths and even predict the future. In the dungeons, you find the dusty device for observing the sky. Ancient symbols were hidden under the dust, and the magic that once filled them has dissipated. You must activate the machine and then use its telescope to locate all the important moons in the firmament. If you do this, you will discover secret paths to the deepest underworld. But monsters, as if reading your minds, continually attack. At the same time, an elusive figure lurks in the shadow, trying to thwart your plans. And finally, from the darkness between the stars arrives a creature hungry for magic. This is hinting at some of the crazy monsters. We're gonna have one as like the magic eater, I think. But yeah, basically what's happening in this chapter is that we have 6 moons 6 moons in this deck, and we kind of need to look for these moons. How do you look for the moons is basically going to the star map location that allows you to spend 4 dust to basically look at the top 2 cards of the game deck. That's called the game deck. And you decide where to place them, if at the bottom of the deck or at the top of the deck in any order. Sorry, that was not, this is not the location, this is the location. The astronomer allows you to do that. And that's basically how you're gonna be trying to find the moons. The second thing you're gonna be trying to do is each moon will have a number and a criteria to be kind of like observed. So the moon can only be observed when the number on the moon matches the number of the location where it's at. So moon number 4 needs to be on space number 4 to be observed. Once moon number 4 is on space number 4, you can go to the observatory and basically fulfill the requirement on the card. So if it says 2 boots, then it means that you need to spend 2 boots to observe the moon, and at that point the moon is considered observed. So you basically remove it, pay the cost, remove it, and then take a ferry from the display. So the most important location would be the observatory and the astronomer. Master of Traps does, but I guess we can look at these locations one by one, and then I can just shuffle them to show them to you, like to show that I'm not cheating. I haven't set it up. I'm just gonna shuffle them. So the Master of Traps works just like in the previous scenario, but if you don't know, you can spend between 2 and 5 dust to set the corresponding trap. So strength 2 to 5, and that's all. The traps will allow monsters to be dealt damage when they go. Basically, you put the trap here, and when they move from there to there, they take that amount of damage, and the trap goes away. The Astronomer, as I said, you spend 4 dust to reveal the top 2 cards of the game deck. Return each in either order to the bottom or top of the deck. If you reveal the Magic Eater, which is like the special big boss, each chapter will have some sort of big boss. If you reveal the Magic Eater, you actually need to put it on top. So that's what's different here. Then we have, as I said, the Observatory and the Star Map. The Observatory lets you observe a moon if you fulfill its condition, which is the number is in the correct location. The correct number moon needs to be in the correct location, and then you pay its cost, boots, dust, whatever, and you take a ferry. Then the Star Map allows you to spend 4 dust to do 1 action in the Monster Passage. Either you swap 2 cards in the Monster Passage, which is like these 6 spaces here, or you move 1 card to an empty space, and this will help you put the moons in the correct space where you want them to be, basically. These are the other 2 locations, and the last 2, this is great because we have the focusing lens, and the focusing lens is just a place where you just free dust, okay? So you roll a die. If you roll a 1, you actually lose 1 toughness, which you don't want to do. But if you roll a 2, or 3, nothing happens. But if you roll a 4, you get 2 dust, 5, 3 dust, and 6, 4 dust. Of course, you can only use each location once per turn, so you can't just milk dust out of the thing and just keep rolling and collecting dust. You can use it once per turn. And then the Fairy Sanctuary is like, during setup, put 2 random fairies face up on this card, and you can spend the 3 dust to either get one of the fairies from the card or draw 2 cards. Now, we are going to shuffle these locations so that you know I'm not cheating, and then we're gonna place them. This is kind of like one of the big points of the game, because depending on how the locations are arranged, it can get much easier or much harder. So you might say maybe like not the smartest design here, but okay. So the Astronomer, the focus, like our 3 most important locations just happen to be like close to one another. So I already know that this is probably gonna be easier than other games. I'm just gonna close the door and the window. Just give me a second. Because the door keeps banging and the window just scares me. Because it's raining pretty heavily. Okay, we are ready for our first turn. I think we're gonna start. I randomly selected the position of these 2 people, so nothing fancy there. And we put 2 fairies on the Fairy Sanctuary. We have the fairy that allows you to remove 1 of those tokens, I think, and 1 that allows you to reroll a die and get 2 dust. So yeah, we have 2 starting monsters. We have the same 2 Knight of Darkness, 4 toughness, 2 retaliation, and then they have as a reward 1 dust and 1 upgraded card. So that is all. Let's draw our first 5 cards. Let's shuffle here. We have one card from the previous scenario, basically, but nothing crazy. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, she's getting lots of swords. 1, 2, 3. She would be missing 1 to actually kill that enemy. So why don't we just do that, right? Let's play 2 swords, 3 swords, and then we do basically what she got here is either a ranged attack, a sword, a dust, or refill your toughness to the max. So we're just gonna use it for a sword here. So she's gonna have this 3. Should we use this as a shield? Why not, right? Or do we want the dust? Let's use it as a shield, so she doesn't lose her, 1 of the toughness. So 1, 2, 3, 4 swords, 1 shield. So we put it in the discard pile. This monster is killed. The reward is 1 dust and 1 of discard, but she needs to take a retaliation of 1 because she's still taking 1 damage. So that goes away. This is dead, and we are left with 2 cards, and we need to take a reward. I like the rings, but I think I like this better, and whenever you get that, you put it on top of the deck. Whenever you get any card, to be fair. So, okay, now let's activate the location, shall we? Hopefully we don't roll a 1. I am speechless. Okay, we roll a 1. Okay, never mind. Whatever. So I think we're just gonna... You know what? There's no point in moving. There's literally no point in moving if you don't have the dust. So we're just gonna charge 1 dust and get back 1 toughness. And that's basically everything we are going to do for her turn. So now we're gonna discard these cards, and we can draw 1 card from the game deck. And it is going to be one of the general universal monsters. It is the Phantom. It's pretty green, that's why it looks so pixelated, sorry. It's 4 toughness. It ignores 1 of the swords and retaliates for 1, and the reward is getting a fairy. They say that somewhere a cave is full of imprisoned phantoms who have been waiting to be freed since the ancient days. So this, as usual, goes here. And that's all. Now we move to our knight. Let's do that. Draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay. We need to refill this. Oh, yes. I love that. I love that. Okay. What do we do? Do we just attack? I mean, it's kind of a way, like I'm probably wasting this. We need 3 swords, right? So let's do that. Let's use 2 swords from here and a third sword. Let's do a sword and a shield from here, spaying a dust. So that's what we're doing. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4 swords and 2 shields. So no attack because I paid the dust. So no attack was taken, no retaliation was taken, but the monster is dead. Oh, but this is... Maybe we don't use 1, 2, 3 and a shield. Let's do 3 and a shield. What am I doing wrong here? Because the thing is that I don't want to waste this card, right? I don't want to waste it. But if I attack melee, I'm gonna have to take the damage anyway. So might as well just generate 4 swords and just be done with it, right? 1, 2, 3. So this was actually only 3 swords. Let's do 4 swords and 1 shield. So we take 1 damage. Well, let's take 1 damage. We take 1 damage. That's all. And What do we do? This is dead. We have taken 1 retaliation and we need to charge 1 dust back and an upgraded card. We're gonna take the dust card. Yes, please. Yes, please. Okay. What do we do now? These guys at the... Sorry, this doesn't go here. This goes at the Fairy Sanctuary here. We need dust. So I think he's going to move for 1 and be here. He's gonna activate the location. Let's roll the die. Hopefully this time we don't get 1. 4! That's 2 dust. 1, 2. And then he's going to get another dust. 4 dust. And then, oh, I shouldn't have placed those in the discard pile already. This is discarded, he can't do anything with it. So that's all. That's all for him. So I'm just gonna move it to her before I forget and take a card from the game deck. It is a Bloodsucker, 3 toughness, 2 retaliation, and a dust and a card, upgraded card from the game deck. So this is gonna move this here, and we go there. Okay. So what do we do now? She's going to clearly try to get dust from there. 4! 2 dust. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Oh, she also needs to draw cards, right? 1, 2, 3. And then we reshuffle the deck. So we got 2 dust, 1 movement to any player, and 1 damage at range 1, which might be wasted, who knows. And then 1 and 2. Okay, so she's going to use a movement to move here in the Astronomer, and now she's going to use 4 dust to basically look at the top 2 decks of the game deck, top 2 cards of the game deck, and choose which one to keep on top and which one at the bottom, and or even both at the bottom. So this is our first moon, is the silver lady. She wants to be in position 4 and spend 2 boots to be moved, and the Bloodsucker is gonna go at the bottom, clearly, because we don't care about having Bloodsuckers. So the moon at the top, the Bloodsucker at the bottom. Okay, and that has been done, so we know we're gonna get a moon next round. So it would be great to use, so let's use this one to get 4 dust. So we're gonna spend 1 dust to get back 4 dust. 1, 2, 3, 4. As tempting as it is to use this again, I can't, because I can only use each location once per round, so that's unfortunate. I mean, I guess what I'll do is to move for 1, go here, use the attack to attack this monster here for 1. There's no retaliation if you attack from afar, and also the broken source doesn't count. And then I could either move back or give a toughness back to somebody. I think I'll just heal. Let's just heal. Why not? Let's just do that. Okay, turn is over. So we are going to draw a card from the game deck. Oh, I know what it is. It's the moon. Okay. So now we want this moon to be here. To do that, we either spend 4 dust here to put it in the right position, or we just wait that it gets pushed there. So we'll see what happens, what we want to do. Now it is his turn. So, oh, wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I mean, I mean, he could move. Okay, let's. He's not gonna use the focusing lens, is he? Not now. So I think he's going to move for 1 with this card. Yeah, let's just move for 1. Not there. Let's put it here. Move for 1. Spend 4 dust to look at the top 2 cards of the game deck. I'm just gonna look if there's any. There's no moons, so they're gonna go back. Bye. And now it would be great. Like, let's use this as a. Now we have a gamble here. Either I move here, I try to get dust, and then I use the dust on this for 2 damage, 2 range damage on the Phantom. But then these 2 cards are wasted. But I think these might be wasted anyways. I need 4 swords. I think I'm just gonna waste the swords at this point. I like gambling. Let's move once and roll the die. It was a terrible gamble. It's okay. It is A-okay. So we're just gonna use this card for 1 damage at a distance range of 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna. Should I attack the other guy? Yeah, let's attack the other guy. Why not? And then I can't do anything with this. Probably dumb. Probably very dumb, I'm telling you. So, but it is what it is. So now it's her turn. We're gonna draw something from the game deck, and it's going to be the Arachnid. 3 toughness, 1 damage. Oh, this is actually a pretty good one because it doesn't attack for much, doesn't have great toughness, but it gives you a dust and a card. I like it. So this pushes everything back. We need to be careful, of course, to not let them reach the castle, because if they ever reach the castle, you lose the game. Any of them. So that's how you lose the game, or if the game deck runs out, basically. So, her turn. 5 cards. We only have 3. She might just want to kill the Bloodsucker at this point. Because I don't see her having like lots of cards, lots of like other stuff. We probably want to get this bomb card as soon as possible, because that gives us that gives us 2 range attack and 1 or 2 melee attack, but they need to be in different places, so you need to be kind of positioned very well, kind of thing, but okay. Yes, the dust one. We cannot let it go to waste. So with 2 damage, we would kill the Bloodsucker. So let's just do that. Let's do 2 damage and 1 shield. Yeah, let's do 2 damage and 1 shield. And we are going to kill the Bloodsucker. We take 1 damage back because it retaliates for 2 and we only shielded 1. And the reward is 1 dust and an upgraded card. So we're gonna take that one, the one I said before. We refill with the axe. Okay. After that, we are going to move with this flask. We move here, we spend 4 dust, bloop, and we look at the top 2 cards. Any moons? 1 moon, moon number 3, and the dark dust, which we can put at the bottom. So we know we're gonna be drawing moon number 3 after this. Okay, so, and then we're gonna spend 1 dust to activate this card and get 4 dust back. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's great. I love that card. Done. his turn, we draw the moon, we slide everything down, and then we draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, for example, now the best position for him to be would be that, because he could do range attack. That's actually pretty great. I think that's what we're going to do. First and foremost, though, let's activate the focusing lens. Oh my god! This is the third one I roll out of 4 rolls, 5 rolls I made. So he's gonna lose a toughness. If he ever loses all his toughness, he's gonna draw 2 cards from the top of the deck instead of 1, and his turn ends immediately. So we don't want that to happen. It would be like not very nice. Ugh. Okay, well, he didn't succeed at that. I think we're gonna use this as a movement. Oh, we need 2 movements. So what about we use both of them as movement? Do I want to... Okay, let's do this. But yeah, I kind of don't want to kill the arachnid because I wanted to push the moon 4 in the 4 position, right? So that maybe I want to wait to do. But I kind of want to use this card as efficiently as possible. So let's do 2 movements with these 2 cards. And then we do 1... Let's start with 1 movement, because once I'm here, I'm gonna use the 2 swords from this one to attack the phantom, and giving the phantom only 1 damage because he has a broken sword. So he's gonna retaliate to me for 1, and 1 sword goes through and the other just gets wasted. So it's just 1 damage. And the reason why I'm doing that is that I can go to move again. I move here now, and then I can use this card here to do 1 range damage to these 2 enemies, and then 1 melee damage to this location. But there's nobody, but at least I can do 1 range damage here, 1 range damage here, and then the last card would be to do 1 range damage to that guy there, here. And then I can take a fairy from the display. Since it's kind of low on toughness, maybe I take this one and I actually use it immediately to heal all my points. Why not? Seems like a good idea, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. The phantom is dead. And I got the fairy as a reward. Let's refill the fairy. Okay. And we can get 3 dust. That's great. No, not bad, not bad. We move this away, around, and then we draw 5 cards. Oh no, game deck. And I don't know. I keep not knowing what comes first. But I think we're... Now the moon number 4 is going to be pushed in the right position, which is a little scary, because I don't think we actually have... Unless it's not a monster. If it's not a monster, what is going to come out, then it's not going to be pushed. Actually, we didn't get any events, really. So maybe this is an event. I took 2 cards. I said it. It is threat. Place 2 threat tokens, one each on 2 different random spaces of the monster passage. And they're going to be the extra retaliation is going to go on position number 6. That's good, I think. And the extra broken sword is gonna go on position number... Is this the right one? Yes. 1, of course. But I don't think... I like 1 and 6 in this case. It's okay. Okay. Now it's her turn. She has 4 dust. So what about she spends it all? Bloop. She's gonna spend it all to look at the top 2 cards here. And let's look at it. Moon number 1, that's great. And you need a dust and a sword. So we're gonna keep the moon on top and put the cave troll at the bottom. Okay. We need to be smart. Do we want to kill the arachnid? I mean, might as well, no? Oh, I cannot because I don't have any dust. I could generate dust with that. Do I kill the arachnid? What do I do? I think we're going to, because if I'm here, it's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're going to move with this card here. We're going to move here, and then we roll the die for the focusing lens. Maybe we get something. Oh, golden. Golden. Okay. Now we're gonna spend 1 dust to activate the bow and deal 2 damage to the arachnid, which is going to die and is going to give me as a reward 1 dust back and 1 upgraded card. I think I'm just gonna take the ring. Love that. The range attack and draw card. Love that. Now I can kind of get in position. Actually not, because these are just swords, which are kind of useless. I could either move myself to start getting in position for the observatory, or I could let him start getting in position. That is going to be, yeah, let's move him. Maybe he can do take care of moon number 1, right? So let's do that. These 2 cards are wasted. And that's it. So, game deck. Oh, I keep like, I put it there. Why do I act so surprised? I literally put the card there. I promise I'm not that stupid. I know I put it there. Okay, what do we do now? Draw cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, does he have enough movement to do what he needs to do? Doesn't look like it. So we're going to move, with this card, we're going to move once. Then we're going to activate the Fairy Sanctuary. No, the Focusing Lens. 5. Finally. 1, 2, 3. After that, we are going to spend 1 to draw 2 cards with the ring. So let's do that. 1 and 2. We have a sword. We have a dust. We have a movement. That is great. So we're gonna move. We're going to go to the observatory. And now, observe a moon if you fulfill its condition. Moon number 1 is on location number 1, which is great. And pay its cost, which is a dust, generation, and a sword. I never understand if this dust here, like here, you can spend it from your reservoir, or if you can just, if you need to generate it with the card. I would say you need to generate it with the card, so just to make it a little bit more challenging. But we observed moon number 1, and that's our first observed moon. Where am I gonna place them? It's okay. I don't have to place them so that you see them, right? 1. Okay. We get a dust as a reward, and a fairy as a reward. I think the dust is what we want the most, no? Yeah, that works. And now we're just gonna take this card, and I'm just gonna generate 2 dust. I don't need to spend the extra dust because it will give me 4 dust, but I have too much dust already. So that was a great turn because we observed our first moon. I'm gonna have a sip of water. We draw the next card. Another bloodsucker. Nothing special. Nothing special. This was discarded, sorry. And then we have 1, 2, 3, and 2 more cards from our deck. I think we kind of just want to scout the deck so that location 3 and 4 just get in position for our next turn, no? I guess so. One and 2. Okay, so let's just move. Let's just move here. Spend 4 dust to look at the top 2 cards. We're gonna have Dark Dust and a threat. I think they're gonna go to the bottom. And after that, I'm just gonna recharge dust, right? Let's just do dust. 1, 2. And these 2, I can just discard them. Can't do anything with them, so that's gonna be it. Quick and easy. Card. Oh no, it's a threat. The lights are going out. Roll the die and place the darkness token on the indicated chapter location. Its action cannot be used. Spend dust to remove the darkness token. It is 3 dust that you need to spend. Here is the token. Let's roll the die. Hopefully it is not the observatory. 1. Okay. I mean, the star map is kind of relevant, especially later in the game, but where did I put the... Here. So let's just remember that we cannot use that unless we go there and spend 3 dust, I guess. But for now it's good. It's okay. So now it's the knight's turn. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I probably should just go to the astronomer. I have 1, 2 movements. So let's just do that. 2 movements to go to the astronomer. 1, 2. Spend 4 dust to look at the top 2 cards. It's a moon and a cocoon. The cocoon is gonna go to the bottom and the moon at the top. And oh, we have 3 cards. Do we move? I don't think so. We want... And do I just get 1 dust? Or do I just... I think I'm just gonna move. I'm gonna spend 3 cards to move myself here and then roll the die at the focusing lens. 4, 2 dust. See? I gained 1 extra dust. At any point, you can always spend 3 cards to either get a movement, a sword, a shield, or a dust. That's why I was able to discard 3 cards to get a movement. So, that's all. And game deck. I'm so dumb. Unsubscribe now. Okay, we have 2 moons in position. Now, can she do it? I don't think she can. Because she needs like basically 4 movements to be able to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Not happening, is it? She doesn't even have the heal thing. So, we are going to spend 1 dust to draw 2 cards. Let's start from that. Because we need something. Because we don't have the heal symbol, and we need the heal symbol for that, and we don't have the 2 movements that we actually need to actually fulfill that. We could try to slow down the moons, can't we? And not let them move. If they move past their location, then you have to go to the star map to bring them back, which is kind of really bad. Okay, we have the heal. We have the heal symbol, but it's on the same card that has a movement. So what I'm going to do is to spend the dust to use the bow and deal 2 damage to the Bloodsucker. 1, 2. Then we're going to spend this a movement and 3 cards as a movement, as much as it pains me to discard that for that. Or do I wanna... maybe I use my fate. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. I'm gonna use this as a movement to move here. I'm actually gonna roll at the focusing lens for some dust. 5, see. Very good. 3 dust. And then I'm going to spend 3 cards as a movement. So we're gonna do that. She's gonna move here. And then there, she can observe a moon because she has a heal somebody, a healing symbol. And this is what the location, the moon number 3 requires. Moon number 5 requires 4 dust, by the way. You see the glare, but that's what it requires. So, we're healing 1. We're using this healing and we are observing moon number 3. So moon number 3 is observed. Lovely. And this card is used. And we get a fairy, which I never refilled, by the way. So we get a choice between using a location twice. So basically what we have, oh, you don't see that. Okay, I didn't set something for that. I reroll a die, 2 damage at range 1, or a dust and use a location twice. Maybe the 2 damage. Maybe the 2 damage. Okay, 2 moons out of 6 have been observed. Next up, and we slow down the movement of that moon, which is kind of relevant at this point. So we draw a card from the deck. Oh no, this is the Sabotage, which is specifically a card from this chapter. Place the Sabotage token on the observatory. Its location action cannot be used. Spend 5 dust to remove the Sabotage. Now, I do not believe you have to spend the 5 dust all at the same time, because I don't think any character except her has the 5 dust all at the same on the same card. So you can kind of slow tax it in a way, but I don't know what we're gonna do now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, he has 1, 2, 3 movements. He has the dust. I'm just gonna check that you don't need to do it all in the same action, but I am pretty confident about that, because how can you do it all in the same action if you don't have the sorceress? Right? So let's see if there's a clarification about that. Of course there isn't. Why would there be? No. Place the sabotage token on the observatory location card. The observatory has been sabotaged and cannot be used. To repair it, a hero at the observatory location must pay 5 dust token and then remove the sabotage token. It doesn't say, but no. I think actually every character except the knight has 5 dust. Is that? Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wow, there is one character with like 6, and since you're playing double-handed, you are guaranteed to have at least one of the characters that is not the knight. So what I'm assuming, what I'm deducing from that is that I need to spend 5 all in one go, and I was about to cheat. I am a filthy cheater. So I guess what we're gonna do is to go to the astronomer. Let's use the focusing lens 2, so nothing happens. But then we can spend a movement so that we can move there. Will I use that movement? Yeah. It's okay. Now I'm gonna use 1 and 2 for dust. So we get, oh, this could have been there. It's okay. 2 dust and then 4 for the astronomer. We look at top 2 cards. We find 2 events. So they're gonna go at the bottom. And then we have 1 movement for somebody and a dust. So I think we're going to use this fairy here to give 2 dust to somebody and 1, like to give 3 dust to any player. So he's gonna take 2, no, he's gonna take 1, and she's gonna take 2, so that she's in position to just get rid of the sabotage. So this is used. And I should have refilled the fairies here. We're getting a fairy that is like 2 movements and use a location twice. That's great. Because, I mean, the 2 movements would have been useful to get rid of that moon. But I guess when you get rid of that moon, you get the fairy. So, is it great? I don't know. So we're just gonna get a dust for him. And then a movement for him is just gonna move back here. He cannot reactivate it, but it's okay. Game deck. It is a threat. Roll the die and place the threat token is like the same thing that always happens with these tokens, right? So it is the retaliation token. 4. Okay. To get rid of those tokens, you can go to location number 7 and spend 3 dust, by the way. But what can we say? What can I tell you? I don't think it's worth it. We're not even attacking anybody. It is her turn. I forgot to move this like probably a billion times. She's gonna spend 5 dust. Oh, she probably wants to draw cards, doesn't she? 1, 2, 3. Please give me 2 movements. I need movements. To get rid of moon number 4. And then we have, no, we only have, oh, that's fine, that's fine. That is a-okay, my friends. So she spent 5 to get rid of the sabotage. So sabotage is done for this game. Now she's gonna generate 1 movement with that, and then I guess 1, 2, 3 cards to generate another movement. So we have the 2 movements that we need for moon number 4, and this has been observed. So moon number 4 has been observed because all the requirements have been fulfilled, and we get a fairy. I think I'm gonna take the 2 movements anyways. Here. And then with this, she can just recharge a dust. Yeah. Though I kind of like maybe going to the astronomer. Should I use this fairy? Let's use this fairy immediately. So what I'm going to do instead, I'm saving this for a second. So I'm going to move to this location here. I'm using this dust that is generating me 2 movements, and I can use a location twice. I'm gonna choose the focusing lens. So let's see. 3 gives me nothing, but we can use it again. 5, that's great, which is gonna give me 3. 1, 2, 3. I still have a movement to use from here. I'm gonna use it to move there. This fairy is discarded. I need to refill. Keep forgetting to refill the fairies. Oh, this is swap the position of 2 heroes. Then I'm gonna use this to get another dust, and I'm gonna spend all the dust I have for the astronomer. So let's see. 2 moons! Moon number 2 and moon number 6. Do I want moon number 6 first? I think so. I think I want moon number 6 first and then moon number 2. So let's just do that. Even though moon number 6, yeah, it's fine. I want moon number 6 first. Okay, so we know we have 2 rounds where we're gonna feel this track, but there's no more enemies coming out, which is okay. I don't know if it's great, but it's okay. We are going to discard all the cards. We're gonna draw 5 more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're gonna pass the pawn, and then we draw a card, and it's a moon because we place it there. This time I remember. See, this time I know. No surprise effect. I know I put the moon there. I know it was me. I did that. It's his turn now. What is he going to do? Astronoming even more? He can't even do anything there. Let's spend a dust to draw 2 cards, shall we? So we're gonna use this ring, and we're actually gonna spend a dust to draw 2 more cards. 1 and 2. What is he going to do with that? I mean, he has lots of movement now, doesn't he? He has no range attack, otherwise we could have killed the bloodsucker, which would have been fun to do, I guess. But he has lots of swords, so maybe that's what we're going to do, right? Hi, Jen! Good to see you too. It's great. We are trying to observe some moons over here, and they need to be in the right locations to do so. I assume at some point I'm gonna want to use this location, which is blocked by this token, so maybe he's gonna try to make his way down there. First of all, though, he's at this location, so he's gonna activate it to try and get some dust. 6! He gets 4 dust. 1, 2, 3. He can only hold 3. So he can actually go to the astronomer. In theory. We're just gonna use 2 movements. 1 and 2 to move 1 and 2 here. And then I'm going to... That only needs 1 damage. So I'm going to use these as a defense, these as an attack. It only needs 1, but I have a 2 sword. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to lose 1 health because he's going to retaliate for 2, and I have a shield. So I only lose 1 health. And then one of the 2 swords is just going to kill the bloodsucker. So that's good. Bloodsucker is gone. And I can get a reward card from these ones. I like this one, so I'm just gonna take that one. Oh, that gives a sword and shield, or a sword and shield and a teleport. That's great. And what is he gonna do now? I mean, he could just heal people, or does he want to move? I don't wanna... Yeah, he's just gonna heal both her with this card because it's a heal anybody, and himself with this card, which is heal yourself. Because I want him to be close to the astronomer so that he can just like look at that next turn, right? Because now I know I'm gonna have moon number 2, and I don't want to waste that bounty. Moon number 2. Okay, we have all the 6 moons are out. We just need to put them in the right position and observe them. 3 have been observed, 3 missing. We're doing very good. Feel like we need to step up the difficulty once again because this is getting a little bit easy, you know. Actually, we never need to observe in the astronomer anymore because we have all the moons. What was I thinking about? Ugh. How many people are insulting me right now about that? Future people. Right now, only Jen would be insulting me, but that's okay. Well, there isn't much we can do here, is it? We can get dust. This is attack. Like, what are we gonna do with all these attacks? There's nobody to attack. Hello. So we're going to spend 1 dust to generate 4 dust. 1, 2, 3. 3 and 4. At least that's... Oh! Did I reshuffle without these cards? I don't know. I'm just gonna shuffle them in. Do I just want to spend 1 dust on that to draw a card? Is it a waste? Probably a waste, but I wouldn't know what to do with the other cards, to be fair. So let's just do it, right? I want to observe, I think. Observing would be only just to get rid of some of the bad cards that we don't want to see. But honestly, I don't know if I'm getting rid of some bad cards. I don't know what's going to come up next, right? So I actually don't want to waste all my dust on that, especially when we have that requires lots and lots of dust. So I think I'm just going to push ahead on this side. We're going to spend 1 dust to draw a card. We're generating the attack, but it doesn't do much. Okay, that's good, because this is gonna give me a movement, and I'm gonna spend the other 3 cards for a movement, because I'm converting 3 cards into a movement with that, and so she can move 1 and 2. She could spend 3 dust to draw 2 cards at the Fairy Sanctuary, but I don't think it's worth it at all. No, it's okay. So let's just move on. Oh, these are actually, moon number 6 requires all the characters, all the players to be at location with the astronomy observatory, which happens to be location number 6. So that's gonna be a little bit tough to do. This requires 4 dust, and this requires 1 dust and 1 shield. 1 shield? People, I don't think I have so many cards that give me shields. Should have thought about that. Anyways, it is what it is. We're gonna draw from the game deck. This is an event card. This is the Cave-In. Roll the die and place the Cave-In token at the indicated number on the spaces between the hero path and the monster passage. Heroes cannot attack a monster on the space. Spend swords to remove the Cave-In. 3 swords. Honestly, couldn't care less. There's no monster. But it's gonna go in 6, which is even more like couldn't care less, because I don't think a monster will ever reach space number 6. So that was great. Was it though? It didn't move the moon in the position that I wanted it to be, but I guess it's not bad. Let's say it's not bad. So 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I think this guy is just gonna move there. So he has 1, 2, 3 movement. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3 movement. He can draw a card, why not? Sure. To do what exactly? Swords. Get rid of swords. Oh, he has 3 swords. He can remove the Cave-In. Let's do it. Even though I said I couldn't care less, but I have 3 swords just hanging around. Okay. That's all. This is all discarded. And now we draw another card from the game deck. Oh, this is fun. This is actually kind of fun, but also very annoying. Put a random Magic Storm token face down onto each location. So I don't remember exactly how these Magic Storm work, but we're just gonna shuffle them. They basically have bonus or penalties, and whenever you activate one of these locations, I think it goes on top of the game deck, and before resolving the game deck, you literally just have to resolve the moon first. Let's see if that's actually how it works. I don't want to say something wrong. We are in chapter 2. Yeah, place 6 Magic Storm tokens randomly face down, 1 on each of the 6 locations. When you use a location with a Magic Storm token, move that token onto the game deck. At the end of your turn, before you draw a card from the game deck, first reveal all Magic Storm tokens on the deck and resolve them. Then draw cards as usual. Not too shabby. At least it's fun. It gives like that, oh my god, what's gonna happen kind of vibe. It is her turn now. We're gonna draw 1, 2, 3, 4, and another one. We have, you know what would be useful? That dust card. That would be very useful right now. Because, no. Attacks! Stop giving me attacks! I mean, it's my fault. I took the attacks from the advanced cards, right? Can't blame it on the game. One movement. We are going to move here. And then we are going to spend 3 dust to remove this card, this, I don't remember what, the lights out. We're turning on the lights back on. So we can use this location again. So that's great, that's done. And now we can finally use the location that allows us to reassemble the cards on this, it's called the path, the monster path. Oh, we got the shields. That's unfortunate because it means we're not gonna get the shields later, are we? It's okay. We're gonna get 1 dust from this card, and then these 3 cards, I'm just gonna discard them to get another dust. Just like that. So this card go in the discard pile, 1 card from the game deck. It is the Cave Troll. 4 damage, 1 retaliation, and 1 fairy as a reward, which is okay. It's okay. Now moon number 2 is in the correct position. It's in position 2, so the knight can potentially do that if he gets a shield and a dust. Hopefully. Guess what, my friends? I see no shield and no dust. Nothing. What a lovely, lovely set of cards I got. We are going to spend 1 dust to use this attack and draw a card. The attack I don't need, but drawing a card could help me. We got a dust. My friends, we can do this. We can, because now we can spend 1, 2, 3 cards to generate a shield, and then these to generate a dust symbol, and we can observe the moon because we're fulfilling the condition. So this moon number 2 has been observed. We're only missing number 5 and number 6. Since I activated this location, this moon is gonna go on top of the game deck, and I guess I don't want to use this card. Nobody needs to heal. I don't need to move anywhere. I guess I'm just gonna discard it. Oh, I need to get a fairy as a reward, right? Maybe I'll take the swap positions so that if he ever has more dust than she does, they can swap positions and he can move the moon where it needs to be and so on, right? I don't know if that's smart, to be fair. But it is what I'm going to do. Draw another fairy. Okay, this is health to the max plus 1 fairy, which is okay. 1 dust. So now we reveal the moon. What does this mean? Is it like 6 dust among all players? That's a great benefit. Regain all dust on all your player boards. Oh wow. This is literally like perfect. Literally perfect. Thank you very much, game. Moon number 1 was good. Draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. More dust incoming, huh? So I'm thinking, what if I spend 4 dust to activate the location? I'm gonna move this moon on top of here, and then I can move the position of one of the moons where it needs to be. So I'm gonna move moon number 5 there, Then I'm going to spend one... Oh, I cannot activate the location again. Damn it. I need to wait. I mean, I guess it's okay. I'm just gonna wait there. I'm gonna spend 1 dust to gain 4 dust with this card. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I can use 1 movement to move here. So I can use my fairy that allows me to range attack at 1 distance. So I can deal 2 damage to the cave troll. I cannot attack him from where I am with a range attack. So I had to move away, basically. And I can move back. I'm gonna draw a card. Oh, but the cards are... Wait, I keep forgetting to put them in the discard pile. So I think these were supposed to be in the discard pile. So I'm gonna draw a card. What am I going to draw? Maybe a dust. Dust would be helpful. Or should I draw 2 cards? Nah, 1 card. What would I draw 2? Like, 1 card. Okay, I drew a dust. That's good. So I'm just gonna get a dust. So she's full of dust now. And that's all. I don't think I'm gonna use the movement. So this goes to him. Probably forgot to move it a billion times. This goes there. Moon. Is that swap location 1 and 6? Is it what it is? I mean, could be worse. Could be worse. Swap the location cards on the indicated spaces 1 and 6. Yeah. Well, it's literally the 2 locations we care about right now. I think it's fine. But now it's his turn, and I think he's going to do that, spending 4 to swap to modify the position of... Oh, I forgot to draw a card from the game deck. Wait, it's a phantom. 3 health, 1 broken sword, so 1 ignore sword and 1 retaliation, and as a loot is like 1 advanced card. So this is going to go here and push that there. Sorry, so what he was doing was I spent 4 dust to swap the... like, put this card... Either swap the position of 2 cards on the path deck or move a card to a position desired. So now we have both of the moons in the correct position. We just need to use the observatory and actually do what we need to do. Now, the problem is that he needs to draw 5 cards, first of all. That's literally the base of the game. Thank you, Alessandro. Thank you very much. That's terrible, isn't it? The problem is that to activate this one, we don't need the star map anymore. To activate this one, all characters needs to be in the same position. And my friends, he didn't draw anything useful at all to move. But he can spend... he doesn't have a dust. He can generate dust and spend the dust to draw another card. Why not? 2 swords. That's ridiculous. Bonkers. He's just gonna spend 3 cards. 1, 2, 3 to move 1. And then he's gonna spend this card here to deal 1 damage to the cave troll, because it's 1 damage at range between 1 and 3. So that's something. Bam. Done. Game deck. Oh, did he want to use this location? Maybe he wants to use that location just to gain some dust. To do what? I don't know, but it's fun. And we put the moon there. Why not? 1. Oh, lose a health, of course. Great. Now we reveal the moon. Okay, so we choose what each character gets, but these moons are so good. Why did I think they were bad? There are some bad ones. Yeah, there are some bad ones. We just happen to get like good or reasonably like fine ones. Each player does a different one of the following effects: gain 1 toughness, regain 2 dust, draw 1 card from your hero deck, or teleport to any space. So he is going to teleport to any hero space, so that's fine. And she is going to... I don't think it matters too much. But I guess she can only do the draw card because she's full on toughness and she's full on dust. So instead of drawing 5, she's gonna draw 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then she's gonna draw 2 more cards. And if she manages to kill the cave troll, we can take the fairy that gives us the possibility to activate the location twice, and we win. And I think that's too doable because she has the card to do that. So I think we're gonna win right now. Right now, my friends, we're gonna win. So I am going to use this card here to deal a damage at range 1. Then I could deal a damage to a range 1 on the other side and 1 damage here. Oh, do I need to use the sword? Maybe I need to use the sword, but I don't care. I would just get retaliated for 1 because the sword is ignored. So I will get retaliated for 1 by the phantom. I generate as a sword, but the swords are ignored, so it doesn't even take any damage. But what I cared about was dealing the damage to the cave troll, who gives me as a reward... I actually didn't have to do that. I'm so dumb. It's okay. I kill the cave troll. It's gonna give me a fairy. I'm gonna take this fairy here. Now I can activate the observatory and spend 4 dust to do the moon number 5. And that also gives me a fairy as a reward. Doesn't matter. I can take these. I can spend this fairy here to get a dust and activate the location twice. So I'm going to activate the observatory once again. And since all the characters are at the observatory, I think that's what it means. But I mean, it wouldn't make any sense any other way. Yeah, all the characters need to be at the observatory. Since all the characters, all the players are at the observatory, I can observe moon number 6 and we win. And that was all. That was the winning of like the first chapter number 2. We're gonna play also chapter number 3, and they're like not linked in a way that like you can just, you know, they're very independent. They're standalone in a way. The only thing that can change between one chapter to the others that you can bring in one of the upgraded card that you got during this game to the next game. And I think I'm just gonna get the dust one. I'm gonna bring in the dust one. Now, this was also pretty easy for us. So I think what I'm going to do for the next, for chapter 3, which we're gonna have after a short break, will be to actually have 2 different decks for the 2 players. So play 2-handed fully, so that we don't have this many upgraded cards in the deck at all time, but actually it dilutes a little bit the decks of the upgraded card, because having only one deck means that whenever one player gets the upgraded card, both of the players get the upgraded card, which that's what happens. Anyways, I'm just gonna have a break of like maybe 10 minutes to just set up, do the decks, clean it up, and all of that, and I see you in a little bit for chapter 3. Thank you, see you later, hopefully. Now I just need to... I never use the break screen, so be right back. And we're back, chapter 3. So I hope everything is fine. I can hear myself. Yes, great. Before going to chapter 3, I just wanted to show you like the chapter 2 specific cards we haven't seen, which are basically the Magic Eater, which ignores traps, so it cannot be killed by traps. But in general, when this card appears, each player puts 3 dust on this card, like 3 of their dust tokens on the card. So which means they're not available anymore, and whichever damage you deal to the Magic Eater, you can put one of those dust back into the back on your tray. So that's basically, and once the Magic Eater doesn't have any more dust, so in our case it would be 6 health in a way, you basically take all the dust back. The good thing is that he doesn't retaliate, doesn't do anything, but you need to kill him in order to get your dust tokens back, and that's kind of like the boss of chapter 2. And then we have the Elven Paths, where you basically place a portal between spaces 3 and 4 on the hero path, and the 2 smaller portals on spaces 1 and 7. And like basically what's happening is that if you want to move between 3 and 4, you can't move anymore between 3 and 4. But basically what happens is that if you move from 4 to 3, it will basically teleport out to 1. And whenever you move from 3 to 4, it will basically teleport back you to 7. So that's how those portals work. They are very annoying, but whenever you go through the portal, you gain a dust, at least as a compensation. So honestly, probably like the Magic Eater, I don't worry too much about it, but the portals, I think they can be very, very annoying. Anyways, I reset everything. I actually created the 2 decks now, and I took another one of these. I haven't set the locations up yet. I took 2 new starter monsters, which one is the same we saw before and one is the other type. There's only 2 types anyways. We need to choose the location of these 2. So we'll see who's gonna go on number 6. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this guy's gonna go on 6. This is gonna go on 5. That's how it works basically. One, like you place the heroes in that kind of configuration. So 1 on 6, and then all the other like 1 location below. Let's read chapter 3, the Crystal Thieves. What are they called? The Crystal Thieves, yes. This is a difficulty 3 out of 4. Finally, theoretically, a little bit harder. We'll see. The path down to the depths of the earth happens to go through a dust mine. Even though the Queen ordered it to be evacuated, you discover lots of activity here. A gang of ruthless bandits, trolls commanded by Sly Mordo, the bold keymaster, are stealing the stockpile dust and crystals. Those supplies are essential for your expedition, and thus essential to saving the castle. But that means nothing to the bandits. They're eager to steal as much as they can. You must recover the crystals, or all will be lost. So the goal of the chapter, oops, wrong button, is to deliver 21 crystals to this location here, location number 7. How you do that is that you basically need to load the crystals on this cart, and you can see we have the crystals here, and you can only load up to 6 at a time. I don't know how many I said, but you need to deliver 16 crystals. I think I said something like 21. No, 16 crystals. So the special yeah, the card starts on number 7. That's what I wanted to look at. But there's no special setup for this. We're gonna see what happens. I never played this. I haven't played the second chapter already. This is super new. So we're gonna explore it together. The crystals will be on the locations. We will see how that actually happens. But there are some event cards that will put crystals, some, I don't know, some effects on cards. Let's look at the locations. And we're gonna place the locations from 1 to 6. I'm just gonna shuffle them and then we can look at them. So location number 1 will be this, and location number 2 will be this. So the first one will be the cart control. It says spend 2 dust to move the cart 1 space in either direction. So to move the cart, you either do that, or a player, a character in the space with the cart can spend 1 boot to move the cart but not move themselves. So that's how you can move the cart. You need to spend either boots or do the cart control. And it has, you see that symbol there is like a space for one crystal, because crystals can be dropped on locations, and if the cart is ever in a location with crystals, you can just freely pick them up. Do you need to be at the location with the crystal for that? Maybe. If the cart and the hero are beside the location with crystals, the hero can load the crystals. So yes, you need to be in the location with both the cart and the crystals to load the crystals onto the cart. It's not an action, you're not using the location, it's just free. Then we have the Guild of Monster Hunters. This is a good location. You basically can spend 2 of those tokens to generate 2 crystals. When you defeat a monster in the adjacent space of the monster passage, put a guild token on this card. If this card has 2 guild tokens, replace them with 2 crystals. So you can basically load up this card with crystals by killing enemies in the monster passage on the specific spot where this card is. So in this case, it's gonna be location 2. So whenever we kill any monster in location 2, we can generate 1 of these tokens, and then we can spend 2 of these tokens for that. Hope that's clear. I said it 15 times. Alessandro, just move on. Just move on. Okay. Then we have 2 more. Okay, Master of Traps, it's always the same. Spend 2 to 5 dust, blah, blah, blah. We know that, to put the trap with the strength on an empty trap space. But this time, it can hold 1 crystal. Then we have the trap lever. You can spend 2 dust to attack the nearby monster with 2 swords. So you basically generate swords by using dust. Personally, like, not a fan, but it is what it is. I'm probably never gonna use that. And also the Master of Traps, let's be honest, I never use the Master of Traps. Then we have location 5. This is where we generate crystals the most. Location 5 will be the Dwarven Mine. For 2 dust, you generate 1 crystal. For 3, 2. For 5, 3. It can hold up to 4 crystals, and whenever you put the 3rd crystal on the 3rd space, you actually get a fairy. And then we have the Fairy Sanctuary. It's the usual. During setup, put 2 random fairies face up on this card. You can either spend 3 dust to get a fairy, or discard 2 cards to get a fairy. So actually, again, very, very convenient, because the Dwarven Mine is pretty close to where we need to deliver the crystals. So we got lucky once again, I suppose. I don't know. But as I said, this time we're gonna use 2 different decks, and I think we're just ready to go, right? We're just ready to roll. I think we need to start from the guy that is in position 6. I don't remember that also determines the first player. But let's start with that. Another thing, theoretically you're supposed to draw both of the hands for the characters, and then it's like 2 players, right? Each of them have their own hands, so they can plan ahead in a way. I kind of want to do that, first of all, because I think we're already having a too good of time, and I want to plan ahead. And lastly, it's just I don't have enough space for 2 hands, so let's just do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I think a monster is gonna be killed, no? Can we? Oh, we're missing a sword. We are missing a sword. If we only do that, though, it works. If we spend the whole turn by just killing the monster, it works. Because the retaliation of 2 is like a lot. You know what we could do? We could use the first slot here to have 2 movements, and I'm gonna use 1 movement to move here, the second movement to kick the cart here, so the cart is in location 6. How do I do this in a smart way? Do I just place the cart here on the monster where it doesn't have any information? Maybe let's do that. Then I'm going to spend this card to generate a movement. So let's just move here. So as you have seen, I use the movement just to move the cart from where I am to another location. So that's how that works. And now I can use these to generate 2 swords and these to generate another 2 swords to kill the monster. I'm gonna take 2 retaliation back. So 1, 2. but the monster has been killed. I could have used the shield. I think I'm gonna save it just for the dust. So the monster has been killed. This is going to give me a dust and an upgraded card. So a dust. How does that work again? Oh, I should start with the dust. So this is my second dust. And an upgraded card. Let's take this range one. Yeah. I always do that mistake. I always take but all of these are combat cards, so why not? And then we don't have enough monsters. That's what I was about to say. We always take the combat cards and then there's not enough monsters. And then I'm just gonna use these two to generate 2 dust. Maybe I should have used this as a shield. Let's use this as a shield and this as a dust. So I basically gain back 1 of the toughness. I take the dust and this is just gonna be wasted. Okay. What do we draw? A cave troll. It's okay. It's just... Oh, it can give you 2. Wait, did I make a mistake before? Would it have given me 2 fairies? That's crazy. Oh, and I forgot, but I should put the 2 fairies on the fairy sanctuary, right? 1, 2, yeah, here. This would have been discard one of those tokens, the threat tokens, and the other one is... I have no idea what that is. Is it like don't draw one of these cards at the end of your turn? That's what it means. It's time for our sorceress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She didn't get much dust, did she? She could... It's not great, is it? She only has 2 swords. Let's say that she basically moves for 1, moves here. Then she's going to move the cart, kick it there, and then she can just deal damage at range 1. So this guy has 1 damage, and I mean she could do another damage at range 1, but do we really need to? We kinda really don't. She could use 2 cards to get one of those fairies from there, which wouldn't be too bad. Does the fairy sanctuary refill? I don't think it does. Does it? Oh yeah, you refill the fairy sanctuary. So she's gonna discard these 2 cards to take a fairy. I think she's gonna take the one that doesn't let her draw like a monster card, which we could use now theoretically, but no, I think we're gonna wait. And then we refill the fairy sanctuary. That's gonna be look at the next 2 cards on top of the game deck. Not a fan. Not a fan. Okay. Now, I forgot to move this to her, so this moves back. It is game deck time. A threat token, of course. Roll the die and place a threat token next to the indicated space of the monster passage. It is the extra damage retaliation. It's on space 6. So I don't think it's gonna bother us too much, to be fair. So it's fine that it's there. And it's his turn now. It's gonna draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Did he... these actually should have gone on top of the deck. So instead of the last card that I drew, it would have been that one. I forgot that these go at the top of the deck, not on top of the discard pile. So I could spend... I guess why not? It could spend 1 dust to deal 2 damage to this guy here. So he's killed because it's range damage, so there's no retaliation, no ignoring of swords, no nothing. He's just killed. He's gonna give him back a dust and an upgraded card. He's gonna take another range damage card, I guess. And then we reveal shields everywhere. I don't like that. I don't like it. We can discard 2 cards to take a fairy, which I guess would be advisable. We can just look at the top 2 cards of the game deck, I suppose. I don't know what else to do. Because, yeah, it's just gonna do that. Look at the top 2 cards of the game deck. I'm gonna use it immediately. It is a Cave Troll. Oh, so probably this is the one that we discarded before, which just has only 1 fairy as a reward instead of 2 fairies and a card. And then it is each hero moves 1 space farther from the castle. Each hero that cannot move loses 1 toughness. I like this. I'm gonna keep it on top. Yeah. I'm gonna keep it on top. That's great. Oh, was it just look and then you can choose what to do, or let's look at those symbols. Maybe they are at the back of the book of chapters. Yeah. That was reveal the top 2 cards from the game deck, then put them back on top in either order. So it was just a very useless fairy, can I say? It's kind of a useless fairy. I don't even know if I changed the order, but it is what it is. And then we draw a new one. Reroll a die. That's okay. That is okay, I guess. And then he's gonna move 2. 1 and 2. I think his goal would be to try and generate crystals on this location here with this monster defeating kind of thing. Maybe. Maybe not. It is now time to draw from the game deck, and as we know, it is each hero moves 1 space farther from the castle. Each hero that cannot loses 1 toughness. So we are just gonna move him here and her there. And now it is going to be her turn. I kind of need to, you know, have a flow chart of what I need to do every time at the end of each turn, because then I keep forgetting. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Okay. We can get 3 dust, which is great. We cannot get 4 dust. We could get 4 dust if we use our fairy. Maybe that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use 1, 2, 3 cards. One of them is gonna be double, so I get 4 dust. 1, 2, 3, 4 instead of just 3. So my personal dust is my personal fairy has been used. And then I am going to spend 5 to charge this card with 3 crystals. 1, 2, 3, and then I can load them up immediately. So this goes here. It covers the space with the fairy, so I can take a fairy from the deck, which is going to be, I guess, this one. And then I refill. Not from the deck, from the spaces, display, whatever. And that's a dust, and you can use a location twice. Okay. So that has been used. All the dust has been used. And now I have 2 movements. So what I'm going to do is for 1 movement. Oh, sorry. I can load all of these onto the card. 1, 2, 3. 2 movements, you say. What am I going to do with 2 movements? Nothing. I guess I'm just gonna waste these 2 cards. Or maybe I draw. What am I gonna draw for? To go there and take a fairy? Nah. Probably not worth it. I mean, I can draw 2 cards. I know which one. This one needs to be the upgraded one that I took from the previous chapter, which is the one that generates 4 dust, right? Oh, but then if I don't have a dust, I'm gonna waste it. I'm not gonna do anything with these 2 cards. So these are just gonna go to the discard pile, move these away, draw a card from the game deck. It's another cave troll, which we knew, to be fair. So that's fine. And now it is time for the knight. 2 cards, great, because we have the two damage at a range. Lovely. So this can hold 3 more crystals before being moved to the castle, which is very good. I was shuffling upside down. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so for sure we're gonna do that. Spend the dust to attack the cave troll at distance 2. So 2 damage. At distance 1, sorry. After that, we are going to move and use 2 swords on the cave troll to kill him. So that is going to kill the cave troll. Should give me a retaliation. I think I'm just gonna use this as a shield. Why not? I have it. I could use it as the dust, but I'm gonna use it as a shield. So the cave troll doesn't kill me. And I can either take 1 upgraded card or 2 fairies. I think, oh, the 2 fairies are wasted for him. Should he just take the... I think he's gonna take this fairy here and then waste the other one. It's okay, it's fine. The upgraded cards, I mean, the upgraded cards are good, but are they that good here? Okay, you convinced me. He's gonna take the 3 swords, whatever. Sure. He's just gonna brute force it this time. I don't like these cards. I mean, this is definitely better though than the others. Anyways, this is that. And he used all his cards. He did everything. Oh, we should put one of these tokens because 1 enemy was killed in this location. So another token, and then we can generate 2 crystals to place there. Even though 2 crystals there, it means that this card needs to go all the way there and then move back. It's gonna be a long way to go. But I guess that's how the scenario was designed. So this moves there, and then another cave troll. Okay. So yeah. And then 1. So I know this card could let me generate 4 dust, but I need to spend 1. So I need 2 more dust generation, kind of. Right? To be able to activate the Dwarven Mine again. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. Guess who didn't get any dust generation? I'm just gonna use this fairy to draw 2 more cards, right? Why not? 1 and 2. So this is 1 dust. I'm gonna use that to generate 1 dust. So this goes in the discard pile. Should go like... They go at the discard pile at the end of the turn, but I don't have space for that. Then I'm gonna spend 1 dust to use this card and generate 4 dust. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm gonna use this, and this one. So 3 cards to generate another dust here. So now we have 5 dust. So 3 cards for a 1 whatever. And just making sure that, yeah, Every once in a while I need to check that you can hear me. Not because it ever happened that it just got cut off, it's just because I'm anxious. I spent 5 dust to recharge 3 crystals on this card. 1, 2, 3. Bloop, 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 which means I get a fairy. The damage or deactivate the location twice. Let's do activate the location twice and a dust, I guess. I don't know. Or the health to any player. Maybe let's do the health to any player, because then she could like heal him from a distance. And we're recharging with 1 full max health for her, for whoever gets the dust, and 1 whoever gets the fairy, and 1 dust. 2 movements, so 1 is gonna be, oh, now we can load these 3 crystals onto the card, and it's full now, max out at 6. So 1 movement to kick the card and 1 movement to move there. That's all. Great. We move this here. We draw a card from the game deck. It's a Bloodsucker. Okay. So the Bloodsucker is gonna go here. We're getting lots of enemies, huh? That's maybe not the greatest. We'll see. He's gonna draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I feel like he can kill the cave troll, so let's do that. 3 and 4 and a shield is just going to be all the damage that we need for that. So we're gonna spend the dust to generate three swords, another sword, and a shield. So that's all we need to kill the cave troll. So this is that, and we get no retaliation. It's either 2 fairies or an advanced card. I'm just gonna take this advanced card, why not? That's one of my favorites because it's very versatile, right? And then we put another token of those, and then we can replace 2 of these tokens with 2 crystals. 1, 2. Which is great. Very good. And now we have 2 movements, or a movement and a healing. I don't know. Let's just take a healing and that's all, right? So it's gonna heal the only point of damage he has, and that's it. So this moves to her. She's going to draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's another one. And it's going to be movement. Yes, lovely. Game deck. Now our Bloodsucker. Wow, we're flooded with enemies. I spoke too soon, didn't I? She's gonna use this fairy not to draw a card. Let me not forget. So she's gonna use a movement to was going on the wrong deck. Did I do that before? No. A movement to kick the card. The card is gonna unload the crystals there. So now there is 6 crystals on there, and then she's gonna move in the same location with the card. And then she's gonna recharge 2 dust. 2 dust. She's gonna use this fairy not to draw a card from the monster deck. And I believe that is all for her. So, move this card from the game deck. Oh no, we just said we were not doing that. We're not doing that. I think that's the boss of this scenario, by the way. So spoilers, spoilers. Anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, at least he's getting lots and lots of swords, right? He can just smash. 5. Okay. Let us attack the bloodsucker for 1, 2, 3, and a shield. That's what we're gonna do. 3 and a shield, and we attack the bloodsucker. So that is going to be killed and 1 damage back. So bloodsucker is dead, which gives us a dust and an advanced card, which we're gonna take this versatile one. We draw a new card, which is literally the same. Literally the same. She's not gonna get her deck upgraded at all because she's not killing any enemies. So we did that, and since we killed an enemy there, we can place one of those tokens there. Now we're gonna use this one to deal 1 damage to the other bloodsucker range. We're actually gonna use a dust for that. So we use both of these to deal another damage to the bloodsucker. Let's do that. And then we are going to move here. And then we could spend the dust. So her movement was a waste, wasn't it? Mistakes. We can use the dust to move the cart 1 space in either direction. I mean, let's do it. At least she doesn't have to kick it. Right? Right. And let's look at the bright side. Now, these moves, we draw. This is the giant troll, which gives retaliates for 1, but it gives 1 advanced card as a reward and 1 crystal on the location where it dies. So we kind of want it to die late, right? So the bloodsucker moves here, so we don't have to move the crystal all the way. Let's see. It would be good to have like the card to move all the way here, and then we can collect like 2 from here, 1 from wherever the giant troll dies. We're planning ahead way too much. Way too much. Let's draw. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so okay. 1 movement to move her here. 1 movement for the cart, I think. But we're wasting all this good dust generation, aren't we? I mean, only 1, to be fair. But this is okay. So I'm just gonna use a dust to use this card to recharge 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm gonna discard 2 cards to get something from this here. I'm just gonna take this one, because I can always use that. The reroll a die, I don't think she's rolling many dice unless it's in the game deck, right? So let's do that, and let's refill the Fairy Sanctuary with our fairy. What do we get? 3 dust. I love that. That is very good, actually. Okay. So this moves to him. Card from the game deck. Spiders, 3 damage. We keep getting enemies. In this case, we, in a way, I suppose, we want the enemies because we want the card to be pushed, sorry, the giant troll to be pushed as much as possible. But in another way, I'm a little bit scared. But anyways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right. Let me drink. I wish he could generate one more dust. I wish he had anything actually good going for him. Anything at all. But that's not the case. So he's going to move. Let's do this. Move and attack for one. Oh, he doesn't have a dust. Generate a dust. Move and attack with this card. So he's gonna generate a sword, 2 swords, 3 swords, and a shield. So it's gonna deal 3 damage to the giant troll and 1 shield to protect him from the retaliation. And I put these cards in the wrong deck. I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it. So the giant troll has 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. And he doesn't take any retaliation. Okay, so that was the turn. Her turn, game deck. What is this? Oh, I hate this. Roll the die and place the bat standee between the two indicated hero path spaces. From now on, a hero moving between these 2 spaces loses 1 toughness. So, let's roll it. It is a 3, which means between 3 and 4. I think it's not too bad because I don't think we're gonna move between 3 and 4 like that much. So the bats are gonna be here. Whenever we move in between these 2 spaces, we lose 1 toughness, but it can be shielded. So that's something. Okay, so whose turn was it? Hers. 1 card and then more cards. She now is gonna be able to load the card with like 3 crystals, can't she? Theoretically, we need 10 more crystals. So if we're able to do a load of like 6, it's great. Because then we would only need 4 more, right? 6 and 4, yeah, that's math. That's how math works. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's good. She's going to move with this. She's going to spend 5 dust to get 3 crystals. The 3 crystals is gonna give her a fairy, because there, and then we put it immediately in the cart. The fairy we want, I think, is this one, the damage one. Let's do it. And then she could attack the cave troll. Do we want to attack the cave troll? We don't have the dust to generate more dust. There was a mistake. Let's refill one of the... Okay, that's ignore retaliation and broken swords, which is good. Okay, I think what we're going to do is use these to generate 2 dust, unfortunately, or can we kill the cave troll right now? With these and that, we could. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. So we're gonna generate 2 range attacks plus 2 range attacks at distance 1. So all of that to kill the cave troll. So this cave troll is killed, is dead, and it's gonna give us a fairy as a reward. We can take the dust and use the location twice one. Yeah, and then we refill. I guess I'm just gonna use that because why not? I'm just gonna use it to get a dust. Yeah, I'm just gonna use it to get a dust. I generate the dust, then I can spend the dust to get 4 dusts. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's lots of dusts there. And do we want to use the 3 dust for that? 3 dust to generate 2 crystals. I guess I could. Let's use 3 dust to generate 2 crystals. And that's because I use the fairy that will allow me to use a location twice this round. Otherwise I wouldn't have been able to do that. So we're going to generate 2 crystals here. I'm not going to put them in the cart. I'm just going to wait. And then I'm going to use a movement to move the cart. A movement to move myself. And then another movement to move the cart. So I'm going to use this for another movement to move the cart. And another movement to move myself. Sounds good. Sounds good. The card made it all the way there. So I think that's very good. I like that. Okay. Now, this is discarded. This moves there. That was a big turn. Big turn. Game deck. Okay, Phantom. I like that the Phantom is like a little bit like you can't see him. Evanescent. Okay. So this goes here. I need to remember not to move the card when I do that. The card doesn't usually go on the monsters, it goes on the locations, but I guess I could do it in the locations here, right? I could. Oh, and I should have lost the toughness because I moved from one location with a bat to the other. So I remembered. Now it is his turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. What do we do here? So I guess the idea was to Does he have a dust? No, he doesn't. To use the double damage from there. But I guess, honestly, who cares? He's just gonna move. Okay, he's just gonna use a sword to attack the spiders for 1 damage. So that's what we are going to do. You know what I'm thinking? This could be even better. Oh no, but then... No. I was thinking, like, if I kill the monster there, then I have 2 tokens, and then at some point I can just load the 2 crystals, pop 2 more, and then... But the fact that this is full, I cannot use the 4 crystals, and we're gonna get 1 from the giant troll anyways. So my plan is just to ignore whatever is happening there. But I still will deal 1 damage to the bats, because they don't retaliate, and I would waste this card otherwise. And I can use this on the giant troll. So I'm gonna use this on the giant troll. Let's do that. Then I'm gonna, with this card, I'm gonna move once. I'm gonna move here. With this card, I'm gonna kick the card. And with this card, I'm gonna kill the giant troll for 2 more damage. It's gonna retaliate for 1. But this is dead, and I take an advanced card, and so I'm gonna take this one. And the crystal on the location. So that's gonna go there. Okay, good. Very good. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna pass this here. And we have one crystal falls from the card to the location beside it. Or if no free space, then to the supply. Move the card one space towards the castle. I hate that. So we're losing a crystal because we cannot place it on the location where it is right now. And then it moves there. I hate that, but what can we do? I don't know if you saw that. But now we have only 2 crystals, so whatever math I was doing before, it would have been 2, 1. Yeah, maybe now it's actually worth it to do whatever I was trying to do before, which is unfortunate because I don't know if she's gonna be able to kill. Maybe she's gonna be able to kill the spiders there, but she's not gonna be able to move. Okay, we do this. We do this. Listen to me. We have a plan. She's going to... Oh, and the giant troll here is dead, right? She's going to attack a range for 1. So 1 range damage on the giant bats. Then she's going to waste 3 juicy dust cards to move once here. And that's done. And then she's going to attack for 1 the spiders, sorry. And since they are dead on there, we can put another token here. And then we can pop that later. So the spiders don't give any reward, but to us, they kind of gave us a reward, right? That was good. Okay, so her turn is over. We draw a card. Oh no, what is that? Crystal Eater. It's 1 crystal each from nearby card and location. Nearby means the one below. Move crystals to empty spaces of the nearby location or to the supply. Actually, I think this was also... So did we have something happened? Something happened. I hope we're fine right now. Let me see. Yeah, I think we're fine. We're fine. Sorry, whatever that was. But yeah, what was I saying is that this guy has 5 health plus the number of crystal on him, and he eats 1 crystal each from nearby card and location. He ignores 1 sword, but then when you kill him, you move crystals to empty spaces of nearby location or to the supply. I need to remember if nearby means... What does it mean nearby? Because I think it was also adjacent locations this time. When this monster first appears and after each move, it might eat 1 or 2 crystals. Take 1 crystal from the adjacent location card if it has any, and take 1 crystal from the card if it has any, and it is adjacent to the crystal eater. Okay, no, adjacent in this game is literally like the same location, so it's not gonna happen. Okay, wow. Okay, so we need to be very careful that the guy doesn't come to where we are. I actually kind of want to kill him. But it is now time to draw cards for our knight. I mean, it would be great to just kill the Crystal Eater, to be fair, because I'm a little worried about him. More than all the rest, because I have math planned out, and I don't want it to just, you know, go to waste. I don't want it to go to waste. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I say we can kill the Crystal Eater, can't we? Yeah. I think I'm just gonna use the teleport. Let's do this. Let's use 1 movement to kick the card there. Then we're going to teleport to the Crystal Eater's location. Oh, sorry, before that, I'm gonna use this ranged attack on the Crystal Eater for 1 damage. Then I'm going to teleport there. He ignores the sword. So I'm not gonna use that as a movement to kick the card. I literally need to use all of them as damage. So I do this for 1 damage while I was there. Then I teleport there, and then I use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swords as damage for the Crystal Eater. And the Crystal Eater is defeated. I'm scared of that guy. Okay. We did something. We used all the abilities on our characters, so that is good. So now it is time for the sorceress to go. We draw a card from the game deck. Move the card to spaces farther from the castle. 1, 2. Okay. If the Crystal Eater was there, it would have been very bad. If we cannot move to spaces, lose 1 crystal back to the supply. So we're getting tough cards, huh? Aren't we? That's fun though. I like that. 1. And then we draw more. We are never like in the same location with the hero that we're playing and the crystals and the card. It's insane. Never happens. Never happens. The stars are never aligning. 1, 2, 3, and 4. See, it's not happening again, but we can make it happen, I think. Oh, we can give a movement to another hero, which means he can kick the card, right? I think that's allowed. So now we are in the location with the card, and we can load here for 2. And then we can move the card once again with this action here. How much does this have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Instead of doing that, I would activate this location here to generate 2 crystals back on this location, because that's how it works, right? You spend two of those tokens and you refill this location with crystals. So now we have 6 crystals on the card, and then I move the card. And now I guess I just refill with dust. So I spend 1 dust to generate 4, so I'm just gonna generate 3. I'm gonna generate another dust, this, and this is just, oh, can I attack anybody at range 1? No, this is just gonna go to waste, but it's okay. It's okay, I'll allow it. I'm okay with it. Okay, now it's gonna go to him, and he's gonna, we draw a card from the game deck. Is the Cocoon, a pretty basic enemy, nothing special about him. So that's actually very nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We didn't refill this, did we? Now it's all about moving the card, I think. I mean, he could do damage to the enemies, right? But he doesn't have enough, and he would be retaliated against. So what is even the point? I guess he could do a damage and a shield, just because otherwise he would waste his cards. Yeah, let's do an attack and a shield on the... Does he need to shield? Let's just do 2 attacks on the Cocoon. Let's just do that. And he's gonna be retaliated against for 1. So he loses 1 toughness. And then he can generate a dust and generate 2 movements. So he's gonna move 1, 2, there. Okay. That's all. We go to her and we draw a card. Oh no, 2 more tokens are coming. So the retaliation one is gonna go on 1. Okay, I don't know if I like that. It's what's happening. We still have the fairy that just removes it, right? So it's fine. And the 5, on the 5 goes the broken sword. If we would have rolled a location where there was already one of the two gets discarded. I don't remember if it's the new one. I think you replace the one that is there. Her turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is she gonna kill the phantom? No, she needs 1 more damage to do that. But I guess at least she can do some damage to him. She's gonna get retaliated for 1. Sure, let's just do it. Also because she has all this dust. Yeah, these cards are useless, aren't they? Let's just do that. 3 attacks against the phantom. He's gonna break a sword, so he's only gonna take 2 damage. 1, 2. She's going to get retaliated for 1. Yes. So these 3 cards have been used. Then she's going to move for 1 there. And then this card is wasted. I could just heal. Yeah, let's just heal people. With this fairy, we can give 4 health back. I think we're gonna get 3. We're gonna give 3 health to the knight. 1, 2, and 3, and 1 to the sorceress. Lovely. Move the pawn. Let's go. Oh, what is this? Oh, this is the lights are going out. Roll the die and place the darkness token on the indicated chapter location. Its action cannot be used. Spend dust to remove that. Okay. Alright. 6. So the fairy sanctuary cannot be used until we turn the lights back on. I don't know, my friends. I don't know if I even care about that. We'll see. Depends if we have leftover dust, we could do that, right? His turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. He could teleport, but we still need to move the cart every single time. So the teleport doesn't affect, like if you teleport, you don't get damage by the bat from the bat. But I guess we're gonna use 1 movement to move the cart. 1 movement to move ourselves. We are going to take a damaggio because of that. And then we can use, how many? It just needs 1 sword. So we're gonna use a sword, a shield, a sword and a shield. That's all we need. A sword and a shield to attack the, oh, and another shield to attack the bloodsucker, who retaliates for 2, but really we use 2 shields, so that's fine. And he only needed 1 damage to die. So we can take an advanced card. Let's take the ring. I would like a ring, I would like a ring, I would like a diamond ring. Whereas my husband, Ray. This is a famous song. 2026. The year is 2026. And then I waste this card. I waste that card. It's okay. I think we're fine, my friends. I think we're fine. So we move these to the sorcerers. We move. This deck is not running out, but we gotta be kind of quick, right? Oh, this we never saw. Ichiro loses 1 toughness. This can happen. This can happen. This is a tricky card. Ichiro loses 1 toughness. Bloop. So please, movement. We want lots of movement. What did we get here? Oh, ranged and draw card. Lots of movement, please. Lots of movement, please. We got 1. Ooh. One, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Not lots of movement. 2. Guess it's better than nothing. So 1, and she's going to move here. She's gonna take a damage because of the bats, but this is probably the last time we do it. Oh, before doing that, before moving, she could have used her ranged attack to kill the phantom. So let's do that. So phantom is dead, and the reward is an advanced card. She's just gonna take this one. Why not? Okay. The sword is useless. The movement is helpful. So she's gonna move the card with one movement. And then these two are useless. Unless she wanted to use the movement. She's gonna use the movement to move herself there. This is really min-maxing out. It doesn't matter that much. And then she's gonna spend 3, 1, 2, 3, to produce 2 more crystals on this card. 1, 2. And we get a fairy. I guess the fairy with the movement would be the smartest choice. And then she's gonna use this card for the dust. So she can recharge a dust. This card is wasted. This goes here and draw a card from the game deck. This is the Dark Dust, which is a universal monster. Gives 2 dust if you kill him. But hopefully we don't need to worry about that. He's gonna draw 1, 2. My god. He can kill the cocoon and get a fairy, which I need to refill, by the way. He can kill the cocoon. One, 2, 3. Oh, wow. Look at this shiny, shiny hand. Shiny. So he's gonna use this card to kill the cocoon. He's gonna go away. And he can get a fairy. Let's see. Let's see. What is this? I have no idea what this symbol means. Look at this craziness here. What is that? Search your deck or your discard pile and take 1 card from it into your hand. Then shuffle the cards that you searched. Wow. Never saw that. I'm gonna take it. Why not? I'm gonna take it. It's better than the others. I don't need dust. I don't need to refill my health. So let's do this. 3 dust. We don't need dust anymore, do we? I think I'm going to... What was the plan? Use a dust to draw 2 cards. Let's do that. 1 and 2. So 1 movement and the card moves. 1 movement and he moves. Should we do the healing? I'm gonna do the healing. Not the healing, let's do the movement. And this moves. To move the card. Let's just do that. And then these 2, I'm afraid they're gonna be wasted. It's okay. It goes to her. And we draw a card from the game deck. What is this? Keymaster, it ignores traps. Oh, this is gonna put the gate on 1, 2, between location 2 or 3 or 3 or 4, and the gate cannot be trespassed unless you actually get the key from the Keymaster. Like, that was my question when I was reading the rules, is like, if I am not in locations between 2 and 3 or 3 or 4, you know, how do I do that? But I guess that's not a question we need to ask. Let's roll the die. it's 2, so we're gonna put the gate between locations 2 and 3, which is fine because we're never gonna go there. And basically you cannot trespass that, and the only way to actually open that is that you need to get the key token from the keymaster and then get the key and open the gate. Now, as I said, my question is, what happens if you are on this side of the board? You need to wait for the keymaster to move that way, okay. But what if you are trapped on this side of the board and the keymaster moves away? What do? You just need ranged damage, I guess. That is something that I don't know. I don't know if I interpreted the rules for the keymaster correctly, but doesn't matter because we don't need to go through the gate, actually. So it's her turn now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, I don't see much movement. I do not see much movement, unfortunately. But I think what we're going to do is to move. Then we can use this fairy to generate 2 movement points. So that's what we're gonna do. Yes, let's do that. Two movement points. So one is gonna be to move the cart. I think to drop the cart in the castle, you need to be in the location with the cart. But let's make sure. You must deliver crystals to the castle. When you deliver crystal, put them near the mat. It doesn't say. It doesn't even say. It just says you need to deliver like crystals to the castle. I will just pretend I actually have to be there to deliver because I guess I don't just somebody needs to unload them, right? So I use my second movement to just unload all the crystals, and we are at 12 out of 16. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes. And now what I wanted to do was to just, you know what, I'm just gonna use this to draw a card for now. It's just a dust. So I'm just gonna discard these 3 cards to generate a movement point to kick the cart back again. And then I guess with this I can just generate 4 dust. So I spend 1 and I just generate all of this. That's all. We need 4 crystals which are here. They're here. So we just need to hope nothing goes wrong in this plan, in this master plan. So this moves there. I draw a card and let's see what happens. Roll the die and place. Oh, sorry. Roll a die and place a threat token next to the indicated space of the monster passage. So now we got all the 4 tokens out there, huh? 5. We already have 1. I think it doesn't matter. I don't know if it gets replaced or you place the new one or you keep the old one there, but it's literally the same token. So we can just forget that ever existed or happened. And now it's his turn. 1, 2, 3. Please give me movement. Only 1. Only 1. Oh, but I can look for something with a movement, can't I? Yeah. So let's do this. 1 movement to move there. Then 1, 2, 3 to generate a movement to move the card there. And then I can use this fairy to look for a card that has movement. I had something in my discard pile anyways. So I can use this to generate a movement to move there and load the 4 crystals here. And that's unfortunately everything. So this is gonna move to her now. And game deck. The cave-in, we saw this, you cannot attack in that space anymore. Let's roll the die. We have lots of tokens out there, huh? 4, we're just ignoring them. Because it doesn't matter right now. We just want to deliver the crystals in time. So now she's gonna go 1. Oh yes, a movement. To be able to move the crystals, we need like an insane amount of movement, to be fair. it would be 1, 2, 3. 3 movement would be ideal. 4 even better, but 3 is okay. Oh, yes. Yes, perfect. So 1 movement, 2 movements to move 1, 2. And then 3 cards to generate a movement. And that's gonna move the card there. So now it just needs to have 1, 2 movements, let's say 3 movements to finish the thing. To finish the thing. Okay, we draw a card from the game deck. Oh, this is the extra card. It ignores traps. Put this card in a space, in space 1 of the monster passage. Put 2 crystals on it. If this card ever has 2 adjacent empty spaces on the monster passage, move both crystals to the nearby location card and remove the extra card. So this would be an extra way to get more crystals out there. But for now, I don't think we care. We don't care. My baby, yeah. Oh, do not disappear. Whose turn is it? This guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got it. We got it, my friends. 1 movement to move there. 1 movement to move the card. And I don't know if I need to, but I'm gonna spend 3 cards to move there and unload the crystals. And if I did the math correct, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We made it. We have made it to the end of chapter 3. Was this as easy as the other one? No. Was this still easy? Yes. But apparently, like in general, chapter 4 is gonna be complexity 4 or still 3? Probably still 3. Chapter 4 is gonna be complexity 3. No, 4. It's called The Floor is Lava. And chapter 5, which comes with like, oh, chapter 4 is the one that comes with the dragon wheel or whatever. That's fun. And 5 is called Heart of Darkness, and it is a difficulty level 5 out of 5. So let's see what happens. I'm excited to see what these 2 new chapters bring to the table. We're gonna have another live stream about it. I hope you're enjoying this this series. Let me know. Leave a like if you want. Subscribe to the channel if you want to become and support me, like becoming a Patreon, joining the YouTube membership. It would be immensely grateful. This takes me a lot of time and effort. I love doing it, but it's like very rewarding when somebody even leaves a comment saying something nice. Even more if somebody decides to support by donating. That would be immensely appreciated. But thank you very much for watching this how long has it been? Almost 3 hours, 2 hours 45 of stream. And let me know what you think about Dungeon Legend. As I said, it's mostly a family weight game, but I didn't want to start with something super heavy for the live streams because I'm scared that maybe, I don't know, I cannot handle like something super complicated. Even right now I'm like, maybe I have a sore throat because I'm speaking so much. Speaking of the cards that I want to keep in the deck, I think I want to keep this one because I love having dust. Apparently all of these chapters need dust, extra dust, so this is gonna be removed. He got a super fat deck full of like juicy cards. I think my favorite one has to be like one of the bow ones, which are the same, because the ring, they're okay. They're all okay, but the range damage is just like so overpowered. I wish I would love to start with some range damage already. Oh, what else didn't we see from this chapter? These are all universal. This is another chapter 3 thing. This is another chapter 3 thing. Oh, there was another giant troll. So there was another crystal eater. Very happy to not have met this guy. Another giant troll. Can we? I don't understand why this is like filtering like that. Oh, sorry. We're the same person. Let me just try to adjust this a little bit. Is it better? I think it is. I think it is. Yeah. Should have done that probably 2 hours ago. There was another crystal eater, another giant troll, and something that I think this was good. A shortcut. Oh no, this is bad. Roll the die and put the shortcut token on that number space of the monster passage. If a monster is there, advance it. From now on, advancing monsters skip this space. So basically, you put the shortcut to one of these locations, and this location will always be skipped. It's like it doesn't exist, right? But that was all. Having the world Dwarven Mine this close was very, very good, because otherwise having to go all the way back and all the way forward would have been like a struggle. We don't have that many cards left in the deck, so I guess, was it 1, 2, 3, 4? Was it this 4, 5, 6, 7? We only had 7 out of 20 out of 30 cards left in the deck. So this was close, because I think if the deck runs out, you lose, right? I'm just curious. I'm just gonna check. Yeah. If the game deck is empty, you lose. Moving cards in, yeah. Wow. That's cool. That's cool. This was definitely more challenging. I'm excited to play this two-handed again. Okay, but thank you very much. Thank you for staying with me. Hopefully, like, you're watching this from the future. But thanks again. See you soon for chapter 4 and 5. Ciao, ciao.